say, are you married? We'll say no, man. We're looking to the job when you're in town. Later on, we'll conspire as we dream by the fire to face unafraid the plans that we
I am joined now live.
walking away to Wonderland.
Hey y'all, it's late, but I'm posting this. So the prosecution has told Mr. Gonzalez, Steve, Kaylee's dad, they don't need the house. Don't worry about it. They have enough evidence to fry this man. So I figured y'all might be interested in hearing this. Of course, I'll be pulling cards in just a little bit. We'll be throwing some of them down to find out exactly what, because I just don't understand. If they do, then why the defense is saying that there's no DNA. I'm real confused about this. So I don't know. Y'all tell me what you think. This is from News Nation. Interview she did with Steve Gonzalez.
Steve Gonzalez. He is the father of one of the 4 students killed, KAYLEE Gonzalez. Steve, thank you for being on tonight. Just your reaction to getting this news. Was this a surprise, hearing that there's a date scheduled and it is December 28th?
Yeah, I was I was surprised that we're at a moment in the case that we don't even have a trial date. You know, we've had a trial date for almost the vast majority of once they had a suspect. So we don't have a trial date, but we have a date to have, largely the biggest piece of evidence being destroyed, which just seems backwards.
So I would have expected that something this monumental would have been discussed behind the scenes, that your lawyer, Shannon Gray, would have been in conversations at least to give you guys, enough time to process this. And it sounds like that's not the case. You didn't get much time, different than the time that we got in terms of this announcement.
No, and I kind of take this as from a perspective of that my opinion's not important as a parent. That's not it. What is important is the lead investigators at the county, state, and federal level, and it is to my knowledge that they are not in all agreement. And we tried to get them to all come in agreement and address, come out with a formal statement. So if they can't all agree, I find it very hard for the parents to all agree. We're all trying to get through this the best way we can. I want to be absolutely respectful to every single one of the parents. I understand that this has to go down, and I'm not going to fight it forever. And I want to be careful what I fight, because this is a losing battle. But
Well, and it's a long battle as well, as we've come to understand. That brings me to the issue of Mrs. Chapin. Ethan Chapin's mom, Stacy, has given that statement to me, saying that, we're okay with this at this point. We agree with the university. We think it's in the best interest of the kids who are there, including her 2 kids, and the community as a whole. What are your thoughts about that?
I totally respect it. I get it. I have leaked footage. I've seen things that they may have not seen. I know for a fact the path that this white salon, this car took, and people are going to wonder what he was doing when he parks in certain locations for extended amount of time. What was he looking at? I want to know what he was looking at, and I don't know how you can see what this man was looking at without the house being there. What windows was he peering into? Why did he pick that location to stop at? Why did he keep going back to these certain locations? And I don't know about the other 12 or 13 times that he was there. I just know of the day that this happened and the footage that was given to me. So I'm I'm going to do what's best for my girl. I'm going to protect her. I'm going to weigh on the side of what's best for her, and making sure that I'm not going to let something slip through our hands that I could have said something. But I do understand it has to go.
I have this question for you because up until now I hadn't really contemplated this, but do you think it's at all possible that the prosecution is so confident about their case, they're not worried at all about the House standing?
I've been told that exact thing. I've been told 100%. The amount of stuff we have, Steve, relax. You know, you're a very aggressive a father. Relax. But it's not in my character to just sit back and just know that an opportunity isn't being seized upon. And I couldn't live with myself. I couldn't live with myself if later on, something happened and a jury member said, you know what, it really came down to the fact that I couldn't see firsthand. They told us the ideal jury member was someone who had thousands of acres and had no time to watch TV. He was out on the farm. Well, I don't feel like that kind of guy is going to see the footage that I seen and not want to understand what was going on in the house. And a computer program is going to mean nothing to that farmer. Almost zero value in a computer model to a farmer like that.
I want to dovetail off something you just said, and that is that they've told you that, Steve, the amount of stuff we have, relax. Are you referring to like victims advocates or people actually in the know of the case, that they have such a solid case that you should rest easy?
Because I've made myself vocal, people have reached out to me, and some of those people have just said that if what I know is accurate, Steve, there's a massive amount of information. This case will open up other investigators to know that there's a whole nother level of data being collected on people, and some of that will come out in this case.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider, and don't forget to click the red.
And I didn't watch all this at first. I just listened to the rest of it. So this is so very telling. One, it kind of contradicts itself too. And no, I'm not talking crap. I do have something to say about Stacey Chapin just not caring about whether the house gets. There's something about this that does not make sense with this lady, and I'm not being mean. That is Ethan's mom. I respect her completely. Out of respect for Ethan, I respect her. I'm just voicing a little bit of an opinion here. Well, it is my opinion, period. But there's something that bothers me. I'm not talking crap. I'm just saying there's something that bothers me with that. I don't know what it is, so that's all I'm saying about it. But, so I said it, okay? I'm very honest. I want to be very honest. I want to be very transparent. And I will say what I need to say and make sure I'm not disrespecting anybody. As far as what Steve just said, it's not him that's contradictory. He needs to listen to what he's being told. I know he's upset. So the first thing he says is the prosecution they've told him, because she asked, well, do you think they have such a solid case that da-da-da-da? Okay. So he says he's been told they do. Really? Because that's a whole nother question. Then, if y'all listen to what he said, when he come back, he said, I've had people reach out to me because I'm so vocal, and they said, if what we know is accurate, if what we know is accurate. Tell me if what we know, and there are going to be people, look, no, they said this is the problem. People do not listen, and then when they get called up on it, they won't change their mind because they don't want to be wrong, that they heard something wrong. All they're going to hear is they've got a solid case, so he's guilty. Did y'all hear that? If what they've been told is, who is he talking about? The prosecution? If what they've told, they don't even know if it's accurate. Then at the first, if y'all listened, he's saying that the FBI agents, the good ones that I think that won't come back to the house, are not okay with this house coming down. Then there was some more telling stuff. He said it's going to open up a lot of other different things. Really? What have I been saying? What has a lot of people been saying? with these people saying, nope, it's one killer, he was obsessed with him, and this, no, did y'all not hear that? It's going to open up a lot more stuff. What does that mean? Wow. It can't be a damn conspiracy theory. These people kill me about this conspiracy theory shit. A conspiracy theory is aliens have come and abducted me tonight, okay? I mean, that's a fucking conspiracy theory. This is, and I'm sorry I said the F word, but it gets on my nerves so bad. This is not a conspiracy theory, people. This is common sense. And when y'all look stupid because you can't open up your mind to say, wait a minute, we need to look at every aspect of this, because if you're not getting all the people or the right person, it's still dangerous. Does it make you feel better just to have somebody and say, okay, well, my mind's free. It doesn't matter if it's really or not. I wish people would stop it. I mean, this world today, y'all, I cannot. I mean, I am not a genius, thank God I'm not, because my mom always told me you couldn't have common sense and be a genius, and I might have unalived myself if I didn't have common sense, because I cannot deal with people that don't have common sense. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I'm not good at it. I can't. I just cannot do it. Like, common sense tells you that. I think he's got something to do with it, but guess what? In America, that doesn't matter. If they can't prove he has anything to do with it, he's going to walk. If they violated his rights, he's going to walk. There's one of two reasons the defense has not said something about them violating his rights, that DNA, if they're not going to use it, what they arrested him for. Either the prosecution and the defense were working together, which I don't know. I didn't even think about that till people, one or two people have said it, just because it's things, basically Steve has hinted to it, not said it, but like saying that there are things they agree on, which he's the one that made me think, what the heck is going on? Or Ann Taylor is going to wipe the floor with them, and she don't want it to go out that easy because she wants this for her hero moment where she just wipes the floor with them. That's the only two things I can think of. I could be wrong, so y'all let me know what you think. And I'm fine with people disagreeing with me. I'm not okay with people disrespecting anybody. To disagree with me, you don't call me a stupid brat. You don't call me you don't call anybody that. You do it respectfully, and I'm fine with that. Please, I don't want if everybody agreed. I mean, listen, I don't contradict what I say. I'm going to tell you, and if I do, then I'm going to tell you, well, I just contradicted what I said. So let me, whatever. What I'm saying is, if you disagree with me, I'm not going to cuss you out and say, oh, da 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 da. I'm not going to call you stupid, but disagree without calling me a bunch of names. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, I'll pull cards on this later. There's going to be a couple of things I'll pull cards on that it probably will go into one video. Anyways, I just wanted to, I didn't know if everybody had heard this interview, so I wanted to come on here and get it out there to y'all. Thank you. I'll see y'all in a little while.